Suppose if you got 45 in maths, just write 45. If you got 100 in maths, you write 100. Okay, can you please do that? Write your marks in chat. $75, very good, very good. 75 is a very good marks. 90, very good. 18, array, okay. 65, 16, that is not good. The test was tough, yes, okay. 75, 84, very good. 43, 45, 50, okay. 70. The first test tough, sir, got 30, okay. 30, 45, 23, okay. 70, okay. Okay. There were some mistakes in the question also, but I think it was 2-3 questions. Remaining question you could have solved. Yeah, intentionally I gave a little bit. Yes, 30. Okay, fine. Even tough knowing the answer. The options were tricky, sir. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Chalo. Let's start solving the questions. है ना? Let's see what can we do. है ना? See. One more thing I will like to request, please. Just after the test, just after you have written the test. So suppose if you have written the text on Sunday, okay. So just wait till Monday. To wait till Monday to put the doubts in Learnity website. Okay, because it is very much possible. It is very much possible that your maths teacher, physics teacher, chemistry teacher will discuss the paper in the class. है ना? So on Monday, please wait till Monday. If suppose Monday some question are not discussed, then you can just ask in Learnity, sir, please discuss these question. Understood? I hope this is very clear that if Sunday you have a test or Saturday you have a test, just wait for the next class and ask your teacher that, sir, will you be discussing the question? If I'm discussing the question, then there is no point of putting those questions in Learnity, and because I'll be checking the questions, whatever doubts you have. So if the doubts are from a test, then most probably I will be discussing those doubts in the class. I hope this is very clear for everyone. Okay, so let's, yes. Okay, so okay, Kaushik, good. Yes, so let's solve this question. So they have asked a number of real solution for equation x square minus 3 mod x plus 2. I know. So yes, so see what we can do. Somebody have asked the doubt that this x square should be given as mod of x whole square. This should be mod of x whole square, and I'm saying they both are same. I'm saying x square and mod of x square both are same value. So that means even if it is not mod of x square or even if it is mod of x square, both will give you same value. So if you want to treat this, it's okay. So you can write is mod of x whole square minus 3 mod of x plus 2 equal to 0. Now what I can do, I can write x less than 0 and x greater than 0. For x less than 0, this equation will become x square minus 3x, sorry, plus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. And for x greater than 0, this equation will become x square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0, right? For this one, the equation roots will be x is equals to minus 1 minus 2. If you'll calculate, you will get roots will be minus 1 minus 2. And for this one, roots will be 1 comma 2, right? 1 comma 2 is greater than 0. Yes, so 2 solution you are getting here and 2 solutions you are getting here. So that means total how many number of solution? You will get 4 solution. Now one more thing, this looks like a quadratic equation. This looks like a quadratic equation, but this is not exactly quadratic equation. Why? Because quadratic equation should have only here x. If this was given as x square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0, then this would have been quadratic equation. These two are individually quadratic equations, right? But this is something else. This is not quadratic because roots are coming out to be 4. The solutions are coming out to be 4, and quadratic equation solution should be only 2. This is a combination of 2 different quadratic equations. I hope this one is okay for everyone. Next. So this one was very simple question, just using modulus properties. This one was also many very simple as a positive, nice, so the equation will be same. Okay, but these all questions are from JEE test. These are not from NEET test. This is not NEET questions. Now see, number of values of for x belongs to. So what we can do, because here see this whole thing, this whole thing I can yeah. So this whole thing, what we can do is, we know that this whole part I can break into 4. This whole x domain I can break into 4 parts. First thing is I can break into 4 parts. First thing is x is equals to -1, x is equals to 0, x is equals to 1, and after that, right? So what I can do, why am I doing this? I will explain that part also. So this is x is greater than equals to 1. This is x is less than 1 and greater than 0. This is x is less than 0 and greater than -1, and this is x is x is less than equals to -1. See, when I will take this part, sir, I got totally confused by, okay, sir, please. Okay. Yeah. So what this is, so what this will become, x is for x greater than equals to 1. For x greater than equals to 1, this C, for x greater than equals to 1, let's take, four different, है ना? So for x greater than equals to 1, what we can say, for x greater than equals to 1, this one, see, x minus 1 by x, for x greater than equals to 1, this is, suppose x greater than equals to 1, 2, let's take 2. So this is 2 minus 1 by 2. This is positive. If something is positive inside the mod, then mod will open with a positive sign. So this is x minus 1 by x plus 1 by x is equals to 2. So this gets cancelled. So this is 2x is equals to 2. So that means one value will be x is equals to 1. For x greater than equals to 1, one solution is x is equals to 1. So this is x is equals to 1. Okay, fine. Okay, now let's look at this part. What is this part? See, yes, so let's see, this is, now this is x is less than equals to less than 1 and greater than 0. Now x is less than 1 and greater than 0. Let's take, for example, let's take x is equals to 1 by 2. If x is equals to 1 by 2, then here, if x is equals to 1 by 2, let's see what this is. So x is equals to 1 by 2 minus 1 by 1 by 2. So this will become 1 by 2 minus 2. So this will be negative, but this will be still positive. This is negative, this is positive, right? So this, if this is negative, then what will this become? If this is negative, then what will this open with? Minus sign. So minus of x minus 1 by x plus 1 by x is equals to 2. So this will become minus x plus 1 by x plus 1 by x is equals to 2. X and x gets cancelled. So you'll have 2 by x is equals to 2. So from here also x is equals to 1 you will get. But x is equals to I have already taken. X is equals to 1 I have already taken. So that means x is equals to 1 will be here. There is no solution in this. So there is no solution. है ना? There is only one solution. Okay, now let's take x is less than 0 and greater than 1. So let's take x is, suppose, minus 1 by 2. If I will take x is minus 1 by 2, for example, hai na? So if I'll take x minus 1 by 2, so if I'll substitute here, so this is minus of 1 by 2 minus of 1 by minus 1 by 2. So this will become minus 1 by 2 plus 2. So that means this will open with a positive sign. This will open with a positive sign. These two are minus minus. This is also minus. This is also minus. So total thing is minus. So the next part will open with a negative sign because this whole thing is negative. So this will be this will open with a minus, a positive sign. So this is x minus 1 by x minus x minus x plus 1 by x is equals to 2. This and this gets cancelled. So you'll have a minus 2x, 2 by x is equals to 2. So x is equals to minus 1. By x should be greater than minus 1. Hence from here also no solution. Okay, next we will move on to this part. Again, let's take a value, suppose minus 2. If I will take minus 2, so this is x minus 1 by x. So minus 2 minus of plus 1 by 2. So this is positive. This will open with a positive sign. This will open with a negative sign because this is still negative. So if I'll take, yeah, this will be negative. So that means this will open with a negative sign because this is also negative. So this is less than 0. So this modulus will open with a negative sign. So this will become minus x plus 1 by x because minus sign, minus x minus 1 by x because with the minus sign equals to 2. With this and this gets cancelled. So minus 2x is equals to 2. So x is equals to minus 1. That means one solution we get here. So that means one solution. Here we have no solution. Here we have no solution. This is one solution. So what is this? This is total number of solution is 2 solution. Okay, sir, are these questions from NEET test or JEE test? Or these questions are from NEET test? Are totally confused by seeing maths paper? Okay, fine. Sir, please tell the lesson number, sir. It is hard to find out in book. Okay, what the test portion? But sir, I wrote the test where the portion from maths test was trigono. Huh? Who said trigonometry was a test portion? Maths test portion. Who said trigonometry? Trigonometry was not the portion. The portion is solution. Solution of equations. Solution of equation. That is. Acha, NEET test. That's a different test, bacha. That is for NEET people. That is for NEET people. This is a solution of equations, right? Or your quadratic equation, है ना? So this is all the part which you have done till now, functions and everything will get combined here. So now it will all get merged up. तो new batch Jay sir. So but this batch was completely for quadratic expression, है ना? Quadratic expression, quadratic equation. I have already told you in the class. That is not, you should ask it from your coordinators. Okay, so fine. So whenever mod is negative, whenever mod is negative, so for x less than 0, mod opens with a minus of x. When x is greater than 0, the x opens with a positive x, right? Test 6 and 5 are open. 2 right 5 wrote. Okay. Achha, yesterday test was 6 and 5 are open. Okay, fine. Then you have, if you have written, then you solve. If you have written only trigonometry, if there was a trigonometry test yesterday, then please solve this test once again. है ना? Right, this test also I have given all the questions. Please solve those questions and please check them because these are good questions. है ना? Okay. So similarly, if you have x minus 1 by x, so x minus 1 by x, I'm taking one example. Suppose x is less than 0 and greater than minus 1. So suppose if I'm taking minus 1 by 2, just to check the sign. So if I'll substitute minus 1 by 2, so this is minus 1 by 2 minus of 1 by minus 1 by 2, right? So this will become minus of 1 by 2 plus 2, right? So this is a positive, so this is greater than 0, so that means mod will open with a positive sign. Okay, so mod will open with a positive sign. Bala, you just do not copy the question right now. I will give you slides afterwards, so from there you can just check. I just want to solve all the questions today, that is why I will not. You just look at how I am solving the question. Don't write anything, just look at how I'm solving the question. And after the class, I will share the slide. From there, you can just copy. You can solve once again. Okay. So now they have given, if the root of the equation x square plus px plus q is equals to 1030 plus 1015, right? Okay. So we know that 1030 degree plus 1015 degree is equals to minus p. Sum of the root is minus, and tan of p into, tan of 15, product of the roots, tan of 15 degree into tan of 30 degree is equals to q, right? Yes, very good. So that means here we have 1030 plus 1015. Here we have 1015 into 1030. We will see this thing in one very special kind of formula, which is tan of a plus b, which will give you tan of a plus tan of b divided by 1 minus tan of a into tan of b. Now 30 plus 15 is what? Tan of 45. So this is tan of 45 degree is equals to 1. What is tan of a plus b? Tan of 30 plus is minus p. So this is minus p upon 1 minus. What is tan of a and b? This is q is equals to 1. So I will substitute, this is minus p is equals to 1 minus q, right? So they have asked for q minus p. Q, I will take here, this here. So this is q minus p is equals to 1, right? So we got the value of q minus p is 1. So that means, what is this? Q minus p is 1. So this is 2 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. So answer for this one is 3. This was very simple question. Very simple question. So I will just rate the question also. Just wait. So this question, I will rate the question. So this is okay. This was easy, right? This question was moderate. Okay. Let's see. This question was easy, right? Next question. Let's see. I will rate question. Okay. So they have given f of x is polynomial of 2 degree. F of 1 is equals to 6. F of 1 is equals to 6. And f of minus 1 is equals to 30. Is a polynomial of 2 degrees such that n of 30 is greater than 0. If one root is twice the other, root the equation. Okay, see. If the equation is like this, if equation is like the third question. Okay. If equation is like this, Swati, what are you not able to understand, bache? What are you not able to understand? Tell me fast. What you're not able to understand. Don't write, sir, I'm not able to understand the question. Just write, sir, this part I'm not able to understand. Then I can explain. They have given 1030, 1015. Some of the roots you will find, product of the roots you will find. Some of the roots is this, product of the root is this. I know that 1030 tan 30 plus 15 degree is equals to tan of 45. Tan of 45 degree. So I can write this as tan of 30 plus tan of 15 divided by 1 minus tan of 30 into tan of 15. Substitute the values of sum of the roots and product of the roots. You will get this equation. They have asked 2 plus this minus this. This equation is 1. You will get 2 plus 1 3. है ना? चलो. Bala, just check the question, बच्चे. Just check the question. Please check the question. है ना? Please check the question and then write anything which you have. Which you're writing. 30 degree and 15 degree. They have specifically mentioned. Okay. So just once again, I'm saying the fx is a polynomial of 2 degree. Just look at this part. Look at this part. है ना? If you do not read the question, then don't write that, sir, how you are getting as 2 degree. Just read the question first and then write anything in the chat box. Understood? This is f of x is a polynomial of 2 degree. 2. This is 2 degree. Okay. If you want me to zoom, I can zoom it also. If you want me to zoom, I can zoom it also. See, 2 degree. I hope now it is clear. Yes. I hope now it is clear. Bala? Yes. Very good. है ना? Fine. So now they have given that f of 1 is 6 and f of minus 1 is 30. 30, right? 30 value. So now see. So what they said is, Arey bhai, it is not 30 degree. I'm saying f of 1 is 30. Okay. Fine. Understood, Balaji? Okay. Now see, so what we can do is, if this is f of 1 is 6 and f of minus 1 is 30, so see, what we can do is we can write one thing, because this is a 2 degree. This is 2 degree, 2 second degree. That means x square. That means this will form a quadratic equation. So we can write f of x is equals to a into x minus alpha, and they have given one root is twice. One root is twice the other root. So we can take the roots as alpha and 2 alpha. We can we can take the roots as alpha and 2 alpha. So I can write a into x minus alpha and a into x minus 2 alpha. But I hope this part is clear. A is a constant which is multiplied, a into x minus alpha and x minus 2 alpha. This will be the quadratic expression. This will be the quadratic expression. Right? Now they have given you two values. F of 1 is 6 and f of minus 1 is 30. F of 1 is 6, so I will simply substitute. So f of 1, if I'll substitute, this is a into 1 minus alpha and 1 minus 2 alpha. This is equals to 6. And f of minus 1 is equals to a into minus 1 minus alpha minus 1 minus 2 alpha. So this is a into 1 plus alpha into 1 plus 2 alpha. Right? I hope everybody has done this part till here. It is okay. This thing they have given is equals to 30. This thing they have given is equals to 30. Now what I can do, first thing, I can divide. I can divide both of them. So f of minus 1 divided by f of 1 will be simply 30. This will become 30 by 6 is equals to a into 1 plus alpha, 1 plus 2 alpha, and this will become a into 1 minus alpha into 1 minus 2 alpha. Why am I dividing? Why am I dividing? So that this will get cancelled. Bala, did you understood why am I dividing? Don't ask me afterwards. That's sir, why you are dividing? Hai na? Bala, did you understood? So this is 6 5s are, yes. So 6 5s are 30. Yes, sir. Okay. So this, what I will do now, I will cross multiply. I have equation now in alpha. Hai na? This they have already given na, if one root is twice the other, they have already given that one root is twice the other. So that is why one root is alpha. I am taking other root is 2 alpha. By one root is alpha, one root is 2 alpha. है ना? Okay. No, one is 1 plus alpha, other is 1 minus alpha. So they cannot get cancelled na. Okay. So now what I will do, this is equals to 5. I will cross multiply. So this is 1 plus alpha. Sorry. So this is 1 plus alpha into 1 plus 2 alpha is equals to 5 into 1 minus alpha into 1 minus 2 alpha. Okay. So this is this is complete quadratic equation in alpha, right? This is the complete quadratic equation in terms of alpha. Okay. So now the thing is, when I will solve this, so this will become 1 plus 3 alpha plus 2 alpha square is equals to 5 into 1 minus 3 alpha plus 2 alpha square. So this will become 5 to the 10 minus, so this will become This is 1 plus 3 alpha plus 2 alpha square is equals to 5 minus 15 alpha plus 10 alpha square. So this will become 8 alpha square. 8 alpha square, 15 minus 15 minus 18 alpha, and then you will have 5 minus 1 plus 4 equal to 0. So I will cancel out 2. So this is 4 alpha square minus 9 alpha plus 2 equal to 0. 4 to the 8. So this is 4 alpha square minus 8 alpha minus alpha plus 2 equal to 0. So alpha is equals to 1 by 4 and alpha is equals to 2. We'll get two roots. Alpha is equals to 1 by 4 and alpha is equals to 2. है ना? अरे बच्चे, Siddharth, this is बच्चे -1. X is equals to -1. I have substituted na. In this, if I'll substitute x is equals to -1, so -1 minus I can take common from here and minus I can take common from here. So that means it will get positive. ठीक है. So now see. So now what happens? We got two roots. Alpha is equals to 1 by 4 and alpha is equals to 2. Right? So first I will check for alpha is equals to 1 by 4, and then second thing I will check for alpha is equals to 2. Right? So I have got two equations. Right? Alpha is equals to 1 by 4, and we have this equation. We can substitute in this part. We can substitute in this part. 30 into alpha into 1 plus alpha into 1 plus 2 alpha. So we got, we have 30 is equals to 1 plus alpha into 1 plus 2 alpha into a. Right? From here I can find the here I can find the value of a. Which part? How did 9 become 8? I have factorized this na 9 as -8 -1. है ना? I have factorized it as -8 -1. So -9. Okay. Now if I substitute alpha is equals to 1 by 4. If I substitute alpha is equals to 1 by 4. So this is 30 is equals to 1 plus 1 by 4 into 1 plus 2 by 4 is equals to, oh sorry, into a. So this is 30. 4 plus 1 by 4 into 4, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 4 into a is equals to 30. So 6 5s, sorry, 6 5s are 30. So a becomes 16. First thing is this, that a becomes 16. Second, alpha is equals to 2. For alpha is equals to 2, if I substitute, so 30 is equals to 1 plus 2 into 1 plus 2 into 2 into a. So 30 divided by 2, 2 plus 1, 3 into 5. So 5 6 are 30, 3 2 are 6. So alpha is equals to 2 and a is equals to 2. So alpha is equals to 2 and a is equals to 2. A is equals to 2 and alpha is equals to 2. Right? And here I have a is equals to 16 and alpha is equals to 1 by 4. 1 by 4. Yes. Now see, they are saying that f of 30 is greater than 0. F of 30 is greater than 0. Now I will, if I will write the equation, this one will become 16 into x minus 1 by 4 into x minus 1 by 2. By these will be the two, this will be the f of x, and here it will become 2 into x minus 2 into x minus 4. Right? This is equals to f of x. Right? Now see what they are saying. Right? Sir, we just have to multiply x minus alpha and x minus 2 alpha to get the equation. No sir, why have you multiplied with a? Nahin bacha, x minus in quadratic expression, so from here you can now use, you can just check that f of 3 which is greater than 0, you can check. I think yeah, this one is f of 3, this should be f of 3. Yeah, there is a mistake, so f of 3 should be greater than 0. From here, not f of 30, f of 3 should be greater than 0. So if f of 3 is greater than 0, there was a mistake. So this you can check, this was the mistake. So if f of 3 they have given as greater than 0. Now what I can do, I can substitute in both the equation. This one will become f of 3. For this one will become less than 0. For this one, f of 3 will become less than 0. Here when you substitute f of 3, here when you substitute f of 3, it will become greater than 0. So this is 16 into 3 minus 1 by 4 into 3 minus 1 by 2. This will give you the value of f of 3. And this will be the correct answer. Yes, sir, we have to multiply x minus alpha, x minus, sir, mistake, then these questions make us still more confused. But see, mistake can happen in main or JEE advanced also. In JEE advanced, all the questions are not correct. So you have to think that, okay, what thing is given. And if you're not able to understand, you just leave the question. Okay. So, okay. So let's see, okay, take that. Okay. Leave mistake. Okay, I will write mistake. Hana, okay, fine. I hope now you understood the question, what was supposed to do and what we have to do, right? Okay, next this question. So they have given, okay, so final answer I think you will get, this was final answer which here 16 into 4 3 is a 12 minus 1, 12 minus 1 by 4 into, so this is final answer will be I think 110, 110, 110. Answer final answer will be 110. Yes, yeah. Okay. Now next is this one. Next is if the one of the root of the equation is 4, then while the this thing is, then equation the value of q is decimal place, right? This was a very simple question, very simple question. You could have solved it within 1 minute. So they have given one of the root is 4. So 4 into x, 4 into suppose another root is x1 is equals to 12. So x1 is equals to 3. So that means the other root is 3. That means the first equation the roots are 4 comma 3. So first equation the roots are 4 comma 3. So sum of the roots 4 plus 3 is equals to minus p. So that means minus p is equals to 7, right? So that means p is equals to minus 7. So first equation you got is p is equals to minus 7 from the first equation. From using this we got the value of p is equals to minus 7. Now second equation they have given is x square minus plus px plus q is equal to 0, has equal roots. They have given has equal roots, right? So that means let's take root as alpha and alpha. Let's take root as alpha and alpha, right? So 2 alpha is equals to minus p, sum of the roots. To 2 alpha is equals to, what is the value of minus p? Minus p is 7. So 2 alpha is equals to 7. So alpha is equals to 7 by 2. So what will the value of q? Q will be equals to alpha into alpha, alpha square. So that means 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 is equals to 7 7 the 49 by 4. That means 12.25. So answer will be 12.25. This was very easy. This was very easy, right? This was a simple question, right? Okay, next. This was the question, the value of a for which one root of the quadratic equation is twice as large as the other one, right? So what we can do, we can take roots as alpha and 2 alpha. Simple. We can take roots alpha and 2 alpha, right? So let's write alpha plus yeah, this one you are getting. This one was simple. This one you guys were getting the answer. Rest. This one you must be getting 2 by 3. Yes. So this one was also easy. I will write with. Okay. Fine, that is good. So I need not to solve. This one was also easy. Yes, very good. Okay. Now, this one was also very simple question. See, they have given that 1 minus p is the root of the quadratic equation. 1 minus p is the root of the quadratic equation. That means this will satisfy. So if 1 minus p is the root of quadratic equation, that means this should satisfy the equation. Yes. So if I'll write it 1 minus p, if a whole square plus p into 1 minus p. Plus 1 minus p is equal to 0. So what I can take? I can take the whole common. So 1 minus p I can take common. If 1 minus p I will take common. So 1 minus p plus this will become p plus 1 equal to 0. So that means this p and p get cancelled. So that means 1 minus p is equal to 0. That means p is equals to 1. Simple. So one of the root is p is equals to 1. Yes. So one value is p is equals to 1. If I'll substitute p is equals to 1. So this is x square plus p into x. So that is 1 into x plus this will become 0 is equal to 0. So x square plus x is equal to 0. So x plus 1 into x plus 1 into this is x is equal to 0. So one of the root is x is equal to 0. One of the root is x plus 1 is equal to 0. So that's x is equals to minus 1. By this is one of the root 1 minus p. P is equals to 1. So one of the root is 0. One of the root is minus 1. 0 comma minus 1. This is also ultra easy. Or I will simply write very easy. Very easy question, right? So, okay, this question you must be equal to solve. Sir, is there a question in JEE so tough ever that we at least randomly choose any accurate option, or can we do it even in the weekly test? Sir, is there a question in JEE? Sir, is there? हाँ, बच्चे JEE question is very tough. Sometimes the JEE questions are very tough. Sometimes the questions are so tough that you have to leave the question. You cannot solve. Now this one is very important, a very good question, है ना? Very easy but very important. Just remember this part. When I'm gonna write, just remember this part. that if you have something like this, if you ever see something like this, a square plus b square plus c square and ab bc ca, remember this will be the only way you will get these two. One is a plus b plus c whole square, one is a plus b plus c whole square. This will give you a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus bc plus ca. One is this, one method is this, that when you will square you will get something like this, right? One thing is this, that when you will square you will get something like this, so you are getting this also, you are getting this also. First thing. Second thing, or second way in which you can get a square b square c square and ab bc ca is a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square is greater than equal to 0. In this form, by this is a sum of square, right? Sum of square. They are saying that a b c are distinct positive real numbers. Distinct positive real numbers. That means always this part and this part will be greater than 0, because so that means this will always be greater than 0, right? So remember these two form in which you can get these two. Remember in which these two form, this will get these two values. Now if I'll square this will become a square plus b square plus c square minus when I will expand this, you will get 2a square 2b square 2c square minus 2ab plus bc plus ca greater than 0. Now when you will take two common, so this will be a square plus b square plus c square less than ab plus bc plus ca. So that means this is less than, this is 1, ab plus bc plus ca is always less than 1. First part is this, so this is less than 1. This we have got using this one. है ना? This thing everybody understood. This, remember this concept, है ना? This concept remember, and this one also remember. Second, if you will solve using this, so first thing is that they have already given that a square plus b square plus c square is equals to 1. A square plus b square plus c square is equals to 1. If square and a, b, c are distinct real positive values, that means a is greater than 0, means a and b and c are all greater than 0. Now if any one of them becomes greater than 1, then this whole thing will become also greater than 1. This will never be equals to, this will become greater than 1. That means a, b, c are also individually less than 1. A, b, c are also individually less than 1. Now see, also one more thing, that if a square plus b square plus c square is equals to 1, if this is equals to 1, that means a plus b plus c will 100% be greater than 1. Will 100% be greater than 1. If this is equals to 1, then a plus b plus c is greater, 100% it will be greater than 1. It cannot be less than 1, or it cannot be equals to 1. Why? See, suppose if you have something like this, we know that square will reduce the value. Suppose if you have 0.2, a is 0.2, square will reduce the value 0.4. So if the square is reduce the value and square is becoming 1, then number more than that will give you more than 1. This everybody understood this concept? By everybody understood this concept, yes or no? By everybody understood this concept, yes or no? Is there anyone who did not understood? Yes, very good, very good. By something is, by we know square of a number less than 1, by 1 by 2 whole square will make 1 by 4, less than 2, 1 by 2, 0.9 whole square is 0.81, by 0.81 is less than 9, right? Yes. So what we can say is that if a square, b square, c square is making 1, if a square, Bhala, listen carefully. If a square, b square, c square is less than 1, if a square, b square, c square is less than 1, we know if this is true, a is greater than a square, b is greater than b square, c is greater than c square. If I will add, so this will become a plus b plus c is greater than a square plus b square plus c square. A square, b square, c square is 1. So we can write a plus b plus c is greater than 1. Yes or no? By this you have understood? This now you have understood. All those who are not able to understand. Yes? By this is, very good, very good. If this you are able to understand, for this is for only for this case when a, b, c are less than 1. If A, B, C are A is less than 1, then square of A will always be less than A. Suppose 0.2, square of 0.2 is 0.04. So 2 is always 0.2 is always greater than 0.2 is always greater than 0.2 whole square. 0.3 is always greater than 0.3 whole square. 0.999 is always greater than 0.99 whole square. है ना? A is always greater than whole square. A is always greater. So if A is greater, okay, I hope this one is okay. Now see, so that means we have established a relation that A plus B plus C is greater than 1. First thing, है ना, A plus B plus C is greater than 1. Now see, if A is less than 1, B is less than 1, C is less than 1, then A plus B plus C will always also be less than 3. But if I'll add A plus B plus C will always be less than 3. A plus B plus C is always be less than 3. Yes or no? A plus B plus C will always be less than 3. Now see, yes. So if I'll use this equation, so this is A plus B plus C whole square is equals to A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus BC plus CA. है ना? This thing, right? We have to find the range of this. We have to find the value of this. A plus B plus C is what? I know A plus B plus C is greater than 1 and less than 3. So A plus B plus C whole square will be greater than 1. By will be greater than 1, but this will be less than maximum value of this will become by maximum value this will become this will be less than by so this will be less than, let's say, 9. Okay, but this will never achieve 9. This will never even become 9. So suppose if you are writing it like this, A plus B plus C are always, so suppose you are writing it like this, this will be 2 point something, right? So this will be 2 point something, let's say 3 minus, so this will be maximum value will be, maximum value if you are writing, so maximum value will be 2 point, suppose 9, right? 2.9 whole square, let's say, है ना? Yes. So what we can do is, now if I'll take this A square B square C square on the this side, so this is A plus B plus C whole square minus 1. A plus E, this is 1, divided by 2 is equals to AB plus BC plus CA, right? So first let's see what is the minimum value. Minimum value is 1 plus 1, something greater than 1, है ना? So minimum value is बच्चे क्योंकि 3 minus less than 3 ना, so I can say that maximum value this one will be 2.9 something, 2.9 something. Okay, this value will be 2.9 something. Understood? Aswati, did you understood? Maximum value, I'm saying that, अरे बच्चों देखो, I am saying that A plus B plus C is less than 3. This you understood? So I can take 3 as approximately 2.9. Approximately I can take 2.9 and 2.99 something. Maximum value it can take like that, right? But we know this will not be like this. This cannot even take 2.9 value, because if you'll check the values of 2.9, this will square and sum will become more than 1, है ना? And this A plus B plus C, we know it is more than 1. So A plus B plus C whole square will be more than 1 and will be less than, yes, and will be less than 3, less than 3 whole square, and 3 less than whole square. Okay, now see, minimum value is 1 plus, so 1 plus something, 1 plus 1 point something whole square minus 1 divided by 2. This whole thing is positive, but this is less than 1. By this one is less than 1. Let's see what is the maximum value you will get. What is the maximum value you will get? Maximum value you will get as A plus B plus C minus 1 into A plus B plus C plus 1 whole thing divided by 2. By A plus B plus C, we know it is just above 1. This is just above 1. Just above 1, right? We know this is just above 1, right? And this value, maximum value will be somewhat around 3. Maximum value will be 3. So see, this one will be almost tending to 0. This one will be almost tending to 0 because this is just above 1. This is a number less than 1. Something less than 1 multiplied with this will become again less than 1. Understood? So this whole thing multiplied with something will again less than 1. See, this one also you can solve, but here you need a lot of intuition and you need a lot of understanding, okay, about the number. But here if you solve using this concept, it is within one step you can solve. So remember both the parts. Sometime it will be solved using this, sometime it will be solved using this. Okay, I hope this is okay. Fine. Next one. Yes. Now this question is if the difference, yeah, first way is much more easier. Yes. So remember both of the methods. Sometime it will be, so this is you can say this is tricky. So you can say this is tricky. Okay. Next, this is the question. The difference between the root of the equation is less than root 5. So I can take alpha minus beta is less than root 5. By alpha minus beta is alpha minus beta is less than root 5. Alpha, if I will square both sides, so this will become alpha minus beta whole square is less than 5. Alpha minus beta whole square is, yes, so alpha minus beta whole square I can write as alpha plus beta whole square minus 4 alpha beta is less than 5. Alpha plus beta is what? Alpha beta is a square minus 4 into alpha beta. 4 into alpha beta is plus 1. So this becomes minus 4 is less than 5. So that means here you will get alpha square is less than 9. So that means alpha square minus, sorry, a square minus 9 less than 0. If I'll write this in wavy curve, so a minus 3 and a plus 3 is less than 0. So this will simply become minus 3 and 3. Between this it is 0. So that means the value of a belongs to minus 3 to c. So this is the correct answer. Okay, this one was easy. This one was easy. Okay, so how can you say like theta alpha minus beta is less than root 5? Because they have given if the difference between the roots of the equation, is less than root 5, right? So what they have already assumed is that let's take alpha is greater than beta. By one root will be greater than or equal to alpha is greater than equals to beta. So alpha minus beta will always be is always less than root 5. है ना? Understood? Okay, fine. Okay. Why minus 4 alpha beta? If you will expand this alpha minus beta by alpha square, so this is alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta minus, sorry, plus 2 alpha beta minus 4 alpha beta. This will give you alpha square plus beta square minus 2 alpha beta. This will become alpha minus beta whole square, right? So this is same thing, right? Okay, fine. Now this question, the domain of the function, if this was given, now see log of base 2 sin x. We have already seen log functions. Okay, we have already seen log function. So log function, this is a strong base. So the log function with strong base are something like this, right? This is x is equals to 1. Anything above more than 1, anything more than 1 will make this positive. Anything more than 1 will make this positive. So that means for sin x greater than equals to 1, this log of sin x base 2 will be greater than equals to 0. But we know that sin x is never greater than 1. Sin x is only equal to 1. So sin x is only equals to 1. It is never greater than 1. So that means the only value which this will take will be log of 1 base 2. This will be equals to 0. This will be equals to 0. Now this part I hope everybody understood why this is 0. Anything other than that, this log cannot take. Anything other than that. So suppose if you take sine of x something less than 1, this will become 0. This will become less than 0. By log you have already known, log already you have done in 9th 10th. Now what so log function, this will become less than 0, right? This will become less than 0. Also in the previous classes I have already done log. Those, if you have the the website, YouTube channel, you can just check. Yeah, so you have the website, right? You have the link for the YouTube website. There I have taught, so you can just check. Yes. Okay, so this will become less than 0. So this whole thing is less than 0. So that means the only point you will have is when sine of x is equals to 1. That means 4n plus 1 is 4n plus 1 pi by 2. So that means only for this value of x, you will have this thing equals to non-zero. Understood? Fine. For 2n plus 1, you will have, for 2n plus 1, for 2n plus 1, you will have sine of x is equals to plus minus 1. For 2n plus 1, you will have sine of x is equals to plus minus 1. है ना? For 4n plus 1, you will only have sine of x is equals to plus 1. Because sine of minus 1 cannot come here, बच्चे. है ना? Okay, next. Okay, this one. Okay, so this one. So what Jeffrey, I have already taught log in 11th class here, so you can just check the previous notes. If it is not in this, you can check the you can check in class, you can check in 12th class in the functions part. In functions, I have taught log, so you can check those class lectures. You can check for 12th class functions. We have talked log in detail. You can check those. Also, I think I have taught some log part in 11th when I was starting this. Okay, so you can check those. You have the link for 11th class. You have the link for this thing. So you can check for YouTube channel. You can have the link. You can check. Okay, yeah, so domain of this one, so we know, see, first thing is that domain of this one will, for all integral values of x, greatest integer x will be x. For all greatest integer x will be x, है ना? For all greatest integer x will be x. So for all greatest integer x, if it is x, that means here for all integers, x belongs to integers, L belongs to integers, f of x will be x will be 0. If for all x greater than integer, f of x will be 0, right? So that means then for minimum equation is 0, and yeah, that is correct, Praveen, that is correct. Praveen, that is correct. That is the method which I have used. है ना? So only you will get sin x is equals to 1. So for this one, first thing is that x is equals to integer. This does not include all the integers. This include all the integers. This does not. This sorry. This part does not include all the integers. This part includes all the integers, but it has other values also. This does not include all the integers. So that means only two answers can be there, either none of these or R. Only two values can be there, either none of these or R. So let's check. Let's check whether it is none of these or R. So what you can do, if this is for x, for positive, for x greater than 0, we can check. We will get for x 0 plus. For 0 plus, you will all anything greater than 0, you will get this is equals to correct. Let's take x is equals to minus 1.1. Let's take x is equals to minus 1.1. So greatest integer of minus 1.1 will become minus 2. For greatest integer of minus 1.1 will become minus 2. If I will substitute here, so let's see, minus 1.1 whole square, this will be 1.21. This will become 1.21 minus greatest integer of minus 1.1 whole square. This will become minus greatest integer of minus 1.1 is minus 2 whole square. So this will become 2 minus 4. 1.21 minus 4. So this is less than 0. In under root, we cannot have anything less than 0. That means this will not be true. That means none of these. That means for negative, for values like 1, minus 1.1, minus 1.2, minus 1.3, minus 2.1, so on, you cannot take this. So that means this is also not correct. This is also not correct. This is also not correct. That means none of these. So the actual answer of this one will be x belongs to integer, all integers, union. X belongs to all integers, union 0 to infinity. Union integers, union 0 to infinity. This will be the correct answer. Okay. Next. Okay. Next is f of x. F of x is equals to 1 by under the root of x greatest modulus of x mod of x minus x. Now one thing is, we have to check, we just have to check that mod x minus x should not be equals to 0. Mod x minus x should not be equal to 0. Let's check when is mod x minus x is equal to 0. So that means mod x minus is equals to x. We know, yes, we know this is only true. This is only true for x when x is greater than or equal to 0. Only then mod x will be equals to x. So that means this is the correct answer. है ना? Okay. Because it is 1 divided by something. This is 1 divided by something. In denominator, you should not have 0. In denominator, you should not have 0. Right? Okay. Next part. The real number of x when added to the inverse gives the minimum value. Yeah, this was a very, so this was very good question. So this was easy. This was easy question. And this was also easy question. Next, this was a good question. This was a good, or you can say moderate. Okay, now see, what they said is, yeah, so they are saying that x be the real number when added to its inverse. So x plus 1 by x, they are saying when x is added to its inverse, gives the minimum value of the sum at x equals to, this gives the minimum value of the sum. Now see, in this question you have to understand first thing, that x can be, if x can be less than 0 and x can be greater than 0, right? Because x cannot be equal to 0, because this is 1 by x, है ना? So either x is less than 0 or x is greater than 0, right? Yes, inverse means inverse means 1 by x, inverse means 1 by x na. By inverse, what is inverse? Inverse of 2, 1 by 2, है ना? So okay, so whenever x is 1 by x, x is added to it 1 by x, it will give its minimum value at which point? Now see, suppose x is greater than 0. Suppose is x is greater than 0. Then what we'll have, x, if x is greater than 0, then you will have x plus 1 by x. We can write as under the root of x plus 1 by under the root of x whole square. Right? We can write like this. And if you remember, in minima and maximum, I have done this. We have done this at in trigonometry also. When you have something like this, you can write root of x and you can take the square. Now, if I will complete the square, this will be minus 2 plus 2. If I will combine all this, so this will become root of x minus 1 by root of x whole square plus 2. This will become the function, है ना? Now see, this will be minimum when this is equal to 0. This will be minimum when this is equal to 0. That means root of x is equals to 1 by root of x. That means x is equals to 1. First thing is this. The root of x will be this thing, right? Now suppose if x is less than 0. So that means minimum value you are getting at x is equals to 1. That means this can also be true. Now, another thing is that when x is less than 0, so when x is less than 0, what I can take? I can take minus sign out. I can take minus sign out. So this will become when x is less than 0, I can write this like this, plus 1 by mod x. By this will become something like this. By if x is negative, I can write it something like this. I can just take the magnitude and I can take minus sign out. So now this can be written as minus of, again this will be written as under root of mod x whole square plus 1 by under the root of mod x whole square, right? This, okay, and this can be written as minus plus 2. This again, this part, if I'll combine, this will become minus of under the root of minus of under the root of mod x whole square minus 1 by under the root of mod x whole square plus 2. See, okay, I'll explain once again. See, for x less than 0, I will explain for x less than 0. See, for x less than 0, x plus 1 by x. By x will be negative. So what I am saying is that x is equals to, suppose x is equals to minus of k, where k is greater than 0. Suppose x is minus 2, so k is equals to 2. So I can write here x is equals to minus k. So this will be minus k plus 1 by k. Sorry, minus 1 by k. So this is minus of k plus 1 by k, right? So this is minus, k is greater than 0, so I can write root of k whole square plus 1 by root of k whole square. This is minus 2 plus 2. I can take minus 2 plus 2. If I'll combine this, this will become minus of root of k minus 1 by root of k whole square. This minus will get multiplied with minus, so this is minus 2. Now see, this will give you maximum. So when this is negative, so this will give you maximum value at k is equals to 1. This will give you maximum value at k is equals to 1. So when k is equals to 1, x is equals to minus of 1, because here we have taken x is equals to minus k. So that means at minus 1 you will get maximum value, and at plus 1 you will get minimum value. So what will be the minimum value you will get at? Only at 1. At minus 1 actually you will get a maximum value. So basically the function will be something like this. This will be the minimum at x is equals to 1. At x is equals to 1, this function will be taking minimum. But when you are taking x is negative, yeah, so this will become understood. At minus 2, no, bache, at x is equals to minus 1, x is equals to minus 1, this will take maximum value, which is of minus 2. As you keep on taking negative value of x as minus 2, minus 3, this value will keep on decreasing. this value will keep on decreasing, है ना? So this will be maximum, this will be maximum at -2. Understood? So that is why the answer is 1. Okay. Okay, this one was very good question. This was difficult. This was a difficult question. Okay, so what we can do is, so the equation is positive integral roots, and okay, so sum of the roots alpha plus beta is equals to p. Show the page. Uh, um, Arey bache, I will share with you na, so then you can say. So first I just want to discuss as many questions. So alpha plus beta is equals to p, and alpha into beta is equals to also p. So we have seen an positive integral. The values of alpha and beta are integers. The positive integers, the values of alpha and beta are integers. So alpha plus beta is also p. Alpha into beta is also p. So what I can write, alpha plus beta is equals to alpha into beta, right? So what I can do, I can take this side. So alpha plus beta minus alpha beta is equals to 0. What I will do now is I will add 1 and subtract 1. I will add 1 and subtract 1. So this will simply become, remember this thing, if you have alpha beta minus alpha beta, add 1 and subtract 1. So what you will get, alpha minus alpha beta plus beta minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. If I will take alpha common, so this is alpha 1 minus beta. If I will take minus 1 common, so so here also you will get 1 minus beta plus 1. From here I can take 1 minus beta into alpha minus 1 is equals to minus 1. Now see, they are saying alpha and beta are integers. If alpha and beta are integers, that means this can be plus 1, this can be minus 1, or this can be minus 1, this can be minus 1, and this can be plus 1. By if alpha and beta are integers, so that means 1 minus beta into into alpha minus 1 into alpha minus 1 will be equals to minus 1. That means this, or if I will take minus common from here, if I will take minus common from here, let's see. If I will take minus common from here, so this is, I can write, if I'll take minus common from here, so this is 1 minus alpha is equals to 1. It will become 1. So if both alpha and beta are integer, then this 1 minus alpha 1 minus beta will also be an integer. That means this will be 1 and this will be 1. Only then you can get 1. Other than any other integer you won't get. Or this can be minus 1, this can be minus 1. Only then you will get 1. So let's take an option when these both are 1. So 1 minus beta is equals to 1. 1 minus alpha is equals to 1. So that means what we'll get, beta is equals to 0 and alpha is equals to 0. One of the solution you will get here is like this: 1 beta 0, alpha is 0. Second is 1 minus beta is equals to minus 1 and 1 minus alpha is equals to minus 1. So from here you will get alpha is equals to 2 and beta is equals to 2. In both the cases, alpha to the powers, in both the cases what you are getting, alpha is equals to beta in both the cases. So in both the cases what you will have, this thing will always become equals to 0. In both the cases, this part will always become equals to 0. That means the answer is always 0, irrespective of anything. Okay, I hope till here everybody is able to understand. We are able to solve only half of the problem. Yeah, I will give homework in Learnity website. I will give homework in Learnity website. Okay, I will give homework in Learnity website. Remaining, I will see the questions. Remaining questions we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, remaining questions we will discuss tomorrow. Acha, explain one more. Okay, this part, yeah, this question was wrong. This question was wrong. Here instead of plus, you should have minus. So this question was wrong. Instead of plus, you should have minus. So this is x square minus px plus q is equal to 0, right? So if p and q are the roots, then p plus q is equals to plus p. That means p and p gets cancelled. So that means q is equals to 0. First thing is q is equals to 0. Second, p into q is equals to q, but right? So first thing is q is equals to 0. So I will simply write x square minus minus px plus 0 is equal to 0. So from here x I can take common, x minus p is equal to 0. So x is equals to p and x is equals to 0. So one of the root is 0 and other root is p. Irrespective, whatever p you will substitute, you will get is as root. So only one option is there where q is equals to 0 and p is equals to 1. So that means this is the correct answer. But this was given wrong, so it is okay. You cannot solve this without this information. This was changed. Hai? Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Yeah, when you will have plus, you will have some ambiguity. This you will get something else. See, hai na? Okay, fine. Okay, so I will share you the PDF. Remaining questions I will try to solve tomorrow, whatever I will feel that will have doubts. Okay. Okay, Ashwin, I will check. I think I have taught you log. So that is why I was saying I will also check. If you have any doubt in log, one thing you can do, you can go to Learnity. Sorry, you can go to our YouTube channel. You can go to our YouTube channel. There in 12th class, I have 100% taught logs. So you can check from there also. Okay. Yeah, no, YouTube Learnity Education channel. Yes, YouTube Learnity Education channel. है ना? Okay. So okay, fine. I've uploaded the PDF also. You can check here, and please try to solve the remaining questions. Whatever. Yeah, YouTube link. Fine. Okay. Chalo. Take care. Please solve the remaining questions. Fine. If you have any doubt, we'll discuss the questions tomorrow also. Chalo. Take care. This video will be uploaded in 1 or 2 days. है ना? You can just check. है ना? This video will be uploaded in 1 or 2 days.